Welcome, everyone, to the Hardin Local Weekly Podcast. I'm Phil Taul, and we're glad to have you here with us today on February 17th. So we've got a big show today, and what's going to look a little different. The original crew is back together. You know, guys, from week one. This is our 40th show.
Nice.
So 40 weeks of doing this. And back when we first started, it was Jon and Nate and Scott and me. And we also have a special guest, Sandie, who's here with us today. Let's go ahead and switch over here so you can see everybody. All right. Well, as you may not or may not have known, Sandie, she's a Hardin County worker who did work at Blue Oval SK, and she was there during the plant shutdown and everything. So we're going to be interviewing her during this episode. She was featured in a New York Times article that was published yesterday. So we are excited to have you here, Sandie.
Thanks.
And as for those of you that don't know who else is here, we got Scott Lucas, my co-host today, and Jon O'Brien with events. We also got Nate Bryan with business news. Hey, Nate.
Hey.
So that's right. It's the four of us today. The original starting lineup from episode 1. Rachel, we miss having you lead our podcast today, and we hope your voice heals quickly. Also, Britton and Michelle, the experienced leaders, are busy working on one of their other businesses as we speak. So we hope you have a very successful day building your brand in new and exciting ways. But before we get started, I wanted to just go over how you can connect with us. Hardin Local is now on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. If you enjoy listening or watching podcasts on those platforms, please follow us. And if you don't, but you have a friend or family member who does and is local, please invite them to follow us. You can find all the links at hardinlocal.com. And you can even find a New York Times article on hardinlocal.com as well that I've posted up there that Sandie was featured in. And I think it's a good read, worth your time. If it gives you a paywall, you just need to give them your email address and you'll be able to read it for free. I had to do that. So I was going
to say, people can always unsubscribe afterwards if they really want.
You can. Yeah. And I mean, I got the Apple News, and I thought New York Times was one of those, but it's not. So I still had to do that. They have almost every other publication on Apple News Plus or whatever they call it, but not that one. So we also have a LinkedIn page, and that one, we're just kind of building that audience. So if you're on LinkedIn, give us a search at Hardin Local while you're on LinkedIn, and then follow our page there. And YouTube, if you watch YouTube and you watch podcasters on YouTube, go ahead and just throw us on there. That way, when you're browsing to YouTube on your TV, you can watch us on the big screen. Just, enjoy that, even though I don't like being watched on a big screen. But every time I see it pop up on mine, I get a little freaked out. I'm like, but it is an easy way to follow us. And we do put a lot of content on YouTube. And so please drop your comments, questions, events, business news in the chat, and we will cover it. Let's check those comments right now. David Mathers, good to see you. Greetings to you as well, sir. All right. If you have any shout outs you want us to mention at the end of the show, drop those in the comments as well. We'll read them off during our closing segment, as long as they're appropriate. But if you have a friend that has a birthday or you have anything going on that's just, something you want to shout out, let us know. We'll do our best to get it up on there. Also, we want to thank today's episode, my primary employer, Taul. Taul is a local technology company right here in Elizabethtown that helps businesses run smoother and stay secure. We specialize in business phone systems, cybersecurity, practical AI tools that reduce complexity and stress for growing companies. If you'd like to learn how Taul can help your business, just comment Taul on this video or visit hardinlocal.com and find my contact info and shoot me a text message. All right, before we dive in, I have one announcement I wanted to mention. The Hardin Local election interviews. I know I've been hammering these for the past few weeks, but they are important to us. We did these type of interviews back at the original Hardin Local, and everybody loved them. So we now have over 25 candidates registered for their free interview with Hardin Local for 2026. If you're running for office in an opposed race and haven't signed up yet, you have until the end of the month. Just go to hardinlocal.com, scroll all the way down to the bottom. You'll find Hardin local elections. You can read up on our methodology to make sure it stays fair. And then you can fill out a quick form. It takes less than 5 minutes to sign up. And then I will reach out to you eventually. Like we have a lot to get scheduled. And, once the deadline goes past, I'll work on getting everybody scheduled in. And if you don't have anybody you're running against in the primary, we'll wait till the general. If you do have somebody you're running against in the primary, then we'll definitely get you in before your primary. But each candidate we'll work with you to make a format that works with you. But we're also going to ask, if you're running for, say, magistrate or city council, you're going to get asked the same questions that every other candidate gets asked, no matter what your party is, or if you've been there, if you're incumbent or not. It'll be the same questions, same amount of time. It'll be fair and allow our audience to be able to tell the difference and help them decide who they want to vote for. Does anyone else have an announcement?
Just about that, Emmett. I love what you do, Phil. I think it's great, and I've had family members run for office, but don't put us in a bind by saying, "Oh, I saw candidate Carl Clark. You gave him all this time to say something. How come I'm not on there?" When we have put it out there and put it out there and put it out there, put it out for free. Don't put us in a bind and try to say, "Okay, now we have to force you in and hamstring you in," when Phil's got other things to do. We've got other things to do. We've put it out there. It's free. If you want your spot, take your spot, but don't jump in after the bandwagon after it's already closed. Like somebody go to Disney because the line's already mad and say, "Oh, I can't get in line now." The line is there. Get in line.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and that's really the only reason I keep hammering it home, because I want everybody to know that we really want you on here, no matter what you may think. We want our audience deserves, as constituents, to learn more about you, but we want to give them an easy way to see your face and understand what your platform is, and that is our goal with these, and that is what we plan on doing. So go to hardinlocal.com and sign up. Takes less than 5 minutes. All right, let's move on to the icebreaker, because I have a fun one for us since Rachel's gone.
Oh man, you're putting us on the spot. I don't know what to say on this one.
David Mather, you tell him, Nate. I agree.
It's about what we did on Valentine's Day. I put it out there. If you go to Zeke's over at Little Charlie's, my artwork is now up. I think I'm a better artist than Jon. My Little Charlie's art is pretty darn good. As soon as I got there, Cordy and I went to go eat because we support local businesses, and with the Little Charlie's, and Zeke drops a box of crayons and some coloring sheets like we're 5. It says, "Color this." I'm like, "You're joking." He's like, "No, I'm not." I'm like, "Okay." So it took like 30 minutes. I'm pretty sure I still have carpal tunnel. But if you want to see my artwork, I put Nate, the Facebook guy, on it. So
really?
We did for Valentine's Day. We are shooting there Valentine's night.
It's interesting. Well, I decided to kind of swerve from what we had talked about last week. So my question is, what is one thing you've wanted to say on the show since Rachel joined, but you didn't say it because you were afraid she'd shut it down immediately? And I have mine. This was mine. I kind of want to I've been wanting to give Scott a buzzer where he can just interrupt anybody.
There you go.
But, this was back when it was just like the 4 of us, and I just decided, that's not going to work. We're trying to be refined, and we're trying to, meet people where they're at. Yeah. And I just don't know what would happen if I gave you a buzzer. I don't know. I think it could be interesting.
I would be respectful.
Unless my instructions were, don't use it.
Yeah. Unless you
I'm sure if it's you all aimed at me, it's probably 1, Nate speaks slower so we can hear you. And 2, there's more to Hardin County than E-Town. So
yeah.
And you're not wrong.
Anything for you, Jon? Anything you've...
I don't think that. Yeah, I don't. Not really. Yeah, I pretty much say everything I want to say. Seems like I don't know.
I get it. No, I mean, Rachel. To be quite honest, the question's more of a joke than anything else. Rachel doesn't keep us from saying anything. For the most part,
a little bit of a bait and switch there, Phil.
Yeah, you know me. I like to stir the pot occasionally, especially on a Tuesday like today, where like, even though my voice, I've had strep throat. I finally broke out of it on Sunday, I guess it was, but I basically slept for 3 days straight. So, I don't even have anything to do with Valentine's Day this year. I was asleep. the entire day, which actually was probably better than a lot of my Valentine's days where I wasn't asleep. So
I'd say
not to hate.
Not to hate.
What about you, Sandie? Did you do anything for Valentine's Day?
Yes, I had a great time in Evansville, Indiana.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very
it was
good.
nice. Yeah.
I guess we'll kind of cover that for a minute with the other married men here, since the majority of you guys either have significant others. What did you do, Scott? Or
chilled out.
so, what was that?
We kind of just chilled out. She's always
Okay.
on and going and stuff with music and everything else. So we just kind of chilled and, had some.
Sometimes that's the best thing you can do.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Just chill out.
It was present for both of us. So.
What did you do?
I worked that night, but earlier in the day, I went to Mud Puddle Pottery again and painted some things. So might have some things to look at next week to pick up behind me on the shelf here.
Cool.
Yeah, all right. Very cool. And we already got you, Nate. We talked about the pizza place drawing. Cool. All right. Well, audience, we want to hear what you guys did too for Valentine's Day and how you made your significant other extremely happy or extremely mad. Drop it in the comments and let us know.
Don't get online. Don't do that.
Let us know. No judgment, judgment-free zone. Which
There you
gym
go.
says that? That's Planet Fitness, right? Judgment-free
Yeah.
zone.
Yeah.
Cool.